Melissa.
Yep.
Okay, Devin, so I went through and I grabbed my old chemistry textbook from college and remembered just how much chemistry sucks. So what I did is they took the title page from the chapter, and that goes on the top of the page in your notebook. What I recommend is get a notebook for the entire textbook and start a new page for a chapter. Then you make like a little row numeral 1, and then put the title of the section, so types of chemical bonds. Then you go through the reading. What I like to do is I kind of glance through that section quickly just to see what is going to entail and what the next sections will be. So then I go through, I write down some little notes. There's some key vocab in there. So that gets written down under the types of chemical bonds. Now they're not major headings, so that's why you see these little dashes, because they go with those types of chemical bonds. The first main type you see is the ionic bonds, so you'd write a capital A, ionic bonds. You have to write down the definition of ionic bonds, of course, so that's why you see the little dash and then what it is. Then as you go through the reading, it talks about ionic bonds. So you put like the indent a little bit, you get the 1, ionic compounds is a vocab term, underline it, talk about what it is. And then like the second thing is Coulomb's law, and then you write down what that is. Now there's also some stuff on bond length, which I didn't deem it important. However, that's entirely up to you. So I just kind of wrote some notes that you would actually put in that spot. That's where it would go if you decide to write anything. Then in the next page, you'll see information on covalent bonds, another type of chemical bond. So that's when you go to the capital B, covalent bonds. And then again, the dash, what it is. Now, you have something called polar covalent bonds. That is not a separate type of bond. That is a type of covalent bond. So that's why you get that 1 in polar covalent bonds. Again, definition on what it is, so you get a dash, and then you write down the example. Now, if there was more information about polar covalent bonds, you would use a lowercase a and indent. So that way you get all that spacing, and it really sets it up for you when you look at your notes. It's all separate. I know certain things stand out in here. When you begin the next section, get 8.2 electronegativity, you would do your Roman numeral 2, and then again the title of that section. Again, with this, it was just the definition of what electronegativity is. On the following page, there are no keywords. However,